Reloads down to 1 bullet, going to be going for more. Let's see what he does up close. Gets a second as well. He's going to be surviving for even longer. That's 2 downs, 2 knocks. He leaps down, may even catch a second player. Oh, coming inside the building again. I'm not sure if they're going to be expecting the fact that they come round from the flank. Stalker is currently the one being stalked as he actually does get the 1-for-1 back, and Stalker not good enough for more, though. Down he goes, and this may be Orange Esports out, and it is indeed, as they go out in 60.
What a clutch there with Neo, though, using the UMP. The run and gun worked out. The accuracy was fantastic. Taking out 2 members, not just 2, eventually taking out the final member coming from Orange Esports, and because of that, they were the victors of Yasnaya, and they will reap every single reward. However, on this fight here, Kurt Squad scouts out the guys from EGC.
They do, and they're firing off their shots with the M4, what they have left anyway. No scopes, though. No grits, nothing really to help them in that spray, so it wasn't that accurate, but what was accurate was the shot from EGC Satan. As Ari is downed, and we can see the distance, the discrepancy in distance between the teammates for Kurt Squad. So to revive him, he's going to be into the open, and this is now going to be a shooting gallery for Satan, as he's going to be sending Ari 6 feet under.
Yeah, nicely done here coming from EGC, immediately punishing Ari. Ari did not have any kind of scopes here. However, for the guys from BTR, he might catch out the guys from ARW. Unfortunately, doesn't seem to finish well. Gets the damage up, but Luxy, he's going to go for the long-range shots.
Yeah, he's in the open. Lapis going to be going down, it seems, immediately there from the M4 from Luxy. And the backup is there, but look how far it is across the horizon, as they are still being shot at by Bigatron. Although, they did get the 1 down, so they're going to convert that with the pan. We did hear it there from Vincent. There's the pan now. Down he goes.
Nicely done there. And Ryzen will reap the rewards here. Loot up a little bit more. But it seems to me they want to finish off even more members from side ARW, because at the same time, they've got the corner on one side here, because Matthew is pretty much down. And Zuxi, he's going to finish off the guys from ARW. And because of that, there's going to be 2 men down coming from them.
Yeah, very poor start for them so far in this matchup. We saw earlier on in the game the failed run over, the failed roadkill, excuse me. 4 times it took him to eventually actually convert that kill from the knockdown into the actual full-out blown kill. But yeah, here we are. 55 players remaining, 15 teams that is, as we enter 7 minutes on the clock.
Yep. Speaking of which, Cloud9, another team we're going to be watching Wilder for as well, just because they are having a great placement. It seems to me another similar strategy coming from them. They're going to be ducking into the mountain terrain to scout out for information into the outskirts of Georgiapol, and it's working out. If they play this long enough, they get the information they need. They can plan accordingly for the next phase of circle. And this spot right here is fantastic for cutting off any kind of teams, especially trying to rotate towards this tri-intersection of the Georgiapol vicinity.
So, waiting for Phase 2 to eventually come to our screens and see what exactly is going to be the play of the game. So far, though, for these teams in terms of rotation, Unicorn Gaming still on side of the military base. We saw Bigatron rotate earlier away from that one, and they actually went towards farm in that situation. Mega as well, going to be in close proximity in rotations of Bigatron, but we see that time and time again where these players and these teams know each other like the back of their hand. And then towards the north, now in the vehicles, it's going to be Udo Gank, who are now coming down shooting range. But they have to make the choice here, Terrence. Do they go through Georgiapol, or do they take the road towards Roshok?
Well, that's going to be a tough one to decide here, because right now the circle is going to be revealing himself here. So we're going to answer you in a bit. It seems to me they may have to crash into Georgiapol, or maybe even take a long rotation passing through Rozhok, but they know Illuminator Murder is going to be there a lot of times, so I don't think they will go there. The shortest path is going to be the better way, or they can still tank the zone. However, there's one point I want to bring out as well, because EGC, we saw Bear had about 560 average damage, and Bear wasn't in like the top 3 of the kill leaderboards, right? And because of that, it just proves that every single team that is playing here in the global stage are that aggressive. They are looking to pick early engagements and long-range fights, and because of that, that's why they're able to rack up so much damage throughout all 4 games right now.
So we just saw the circle centered around Gatka. We mentioned it time and time again on the prelims, the fact that there is a lack of compounds and a lack of strongholds to take over and to utilize in the area. Where would you recommend these teams look out for? What would be the best places in terms of rotations and economy and places to hold?
Well, it comes down to the information that's needed here. We always talk about vantage points is always the best thing to know, just because you get those information. So teams who already have the information to work with, especially teams who don't exactly have the manpower, they can play the ninja game, playing along the shorelines, playing around the open bushes, just proning their ways. It's fantastic. But it all comes down to how many people align. So it's circumstantial, but at the same time, RRQ is going to be taking a pitch here from C9, taking his mountain terrain, scouts out Mega Conqueror.
Yeah, taking a pitch is probably the best way to do it because it hasn't been a home run just yet, not even the first base. Or maybe so, as Online 24 is going to be ducking behind the vehicle for as long as possible, as it is going to be about to explode. So he will be safe for now. Smoke grenade is going to be utilized, going to allow him to get inside the vehicle of his teammate, but he's on to 20% HP. One more bullet here from the players from RRQ as they are raining hell down from the ridgeline, as they still can't quite connect it, and it seems like they will get away scot-free, and they are going to survive for a later day.
This is super aggressive coming from RRQ, and this is what I'm talking about. Long-range battles here, playing the battle attrition, doing this economy damage to work with, and because of that play right there, it forced Mega Conqueror to lose one vehicle and probably even ditch this Thier as well, and they forced like a smoke as well as a couple utilities. Yes, they expended a lot of bullets here, but if you get a full team squad white, you'll probably be able to stock up in terms of ammunition, so that's exactly what RRQ Athena's game plan right now.
Feels criminal, excuse me, the fact that we didn't mention Everest inside this circle. The highest point on the map, right now controlled by, I believe it's Unique. Yes, it is, raining from Europe. We saw Cloud9 over there to try and contest it, but they couldn't quite muster up the courage. But speaking of contesting, maybe Kraken and the boys from Kurd Squad might be contested here for their compound, unless Illuminate just want to drive past them into a more centralized position of Gatka, and it seems like it will be the latter.
Yep, seems to me they found themselves a nice compound. They're going to try and protect this vehicle here. Manotaur are going to be stucking the Thier in between the bus as well as the compound to try and make sure they have an exit strategy for the later stage of the game. And you know how important vehicles are. You can see every single team, they're going to be prioritizing those vehicles just because it's going to be on the western side of the map where Gatka is. Like you said as well, not enough compounds, and you can use those vehicles to work with. And that was a really nice play from Mega Conqueror Stone to just reduce the movement speed of the card enough, jump out without taking any kind of fall damage, let the car explode, use it as cover. That was very beautifully done coming from Mega Conqueror early on by Stone. Yeah,
really important point to highlight, but also we have to highlight the fact that Seoul are in a very good position here just south of Everest, and they have protection above them as well as they are inside a compound, so the fact that we see Unique inside it should be non-issue at all. Oh, look at this new circle though, Terrence.
That's a crazy circle, Alex. Like, I'm not too sure how all the teams from Southside are going to push in because there's not a lot of place to actually hide your way through, and you need those vehicles, especially teams who, for example, like Unique are right now on top of Mount Everest here. He's going to have a lot of vantage points. They can pull a RRQ strat right then and there, but at the same time now, Yudu Gang, Manpower, he's going to try to secure the Groza for himself. He scouts out the guys from top esports.
Yeah, not really for the Groza, more for the level 3 helmet, potentially backpack and military vest, but someone who's going to need a new vest is KK Skur, as he is eventually finished off there by the long-range DMR of Man Peng. And speaking to the players backstage, they did say that one of the biggest strengths of the teams coming from Southeast Asia is their long-range weaponry skill with the DMRs and Sniper. Then up close is about the Europeans and also Entity.
Well, Yudu Gang, they've switched up their roster a little bit here. They switched up, I believe, Geek with eye shots now. So having eye shots with the SLR, like you said, the DMR was just fantastically done. They finished off top esports. But at the same time, look at this. Cloud9, they're pushing top esports. Real Wolf is in a tough spot right now. Will he be okay?
Let's find out then shortly. Uneven is there, but he's not in the best position to try and aid his teammate. He can spot the cross, but he has to be perfect with his aim. Otherwise, 2 or 3 of these players can easily flood in. Ooh, grenade does a little bit of damage there as well onto Hope, but Years going to be hearing the footsteps of Beowulf coming around the side at the flank of the building as he does go for the hip-fire spray. This is very, very audacious there from Beowulf. I'm not sure why he did that, as he gives away his life for free.
Yep, at the same time here, Top Esports, they're very smart of them. I believe Beowulf did not expect barricades coming in with those vehicles. And on top of that here, is disciplined plays coming from Top Esports because they know they were suppressed fire from the guys from Yudu Gang. They did not want to push out the compound, and I'm pretty sure in Cloud9's mind, what was going on? Why didn't they push us in the first place? And because of that, they went in for the push, they lost one member, and now Perha and Uneven, they're getting suspicious here. There is a reason why Top Esports is not pushing out now.
Let's see then. Still going to be the action towards Hospital. It is in a fairly strong position as well inside the zone towards the north-central parts of it. Eagle is going to be our player to watch so far as he's waiting for one of the players from C9 to show their face. But as of now, nothing's happening just yet. Instead, we see grenades going in first, hoping to land a slam dunk. Nothing as of yet.
Yep, here comes the nades here. They're expecting the guys from C9 to be in the outskirts of the workshop, but seems to me they are in the garage. And top esports, they don't exactly know where they are. C9, they're keeping it low, playing it stealthily here, waiting for the next phase of circle. But C9, they will get scouted out from guys from Unique.
Oh, Unique have came here to third party this action and ruined the fun. I think it was Old Boy as well from that range who managed to do it. And look at this, though, coming out from top esports. They're going to pounce on them now as they're weakened, and the headshot. Oh, it looked like a headshot, but it's actually going to be the grenade to finish off the job. C9, not finishing 9th, they're out in 15th. Oh, dire situation for them.
Look at this. Old Boy was so far away from this angle. He scouted out C9, and he took him down from Mount Everest, and that was great shot here. It was like about, what, 300 to 400 meter shot away? That was insane.
Yeah, it sets up the end, really, for Cloud9. That was impeccable aim and precision, excuse me, from him. But yeah, we're down to 49 players alive and 14 teams, although it may go down to 13 very, very shortly when you look at how low some of the HP is from the players from Illuminate. Kurt Squad are inside this little building, or 2 buildings here, as it's going to be 1 player, that's Hixie and 1 on the right, and then Kraken and Baby on the left. But it's now going to be a 4 versus 3. Ari died at the start of the matchup, if you remember, Terrence. This is going to be dire for them now, as Goddard gets up close, manages to land a few shots as well onto Kraken, but he hasn't quite finished off the kill just yet. But they're going to be coming in and applying so much pressure here, as Hixie goes down, Kraken goes down as well, and that's it. Kurt Squad out in 14.
Very clean kill here coming from Illuminate. I like how they toss the nades here, zoning every single corner of the house before pushing in. You saw how Hixie, his health, getting secured by 2 nades here, from full HP to 1 HP, went in just 1 casual tap, cleans it out, clears the area. I like this movement here coming from Illuminate, just because they know how important that compound is. However, because they secured the compound, they can be aggressive in this case here, and Bear might be the one that fall victim to that, because RRQ is going to be tag teaming on this. And Amjo steals the kill! Oh!
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, Amjo from the range with the spray lands it perfectly, denying the kill from RRQ. But the circle is now coming back in again. Unique are still inside it at the top of Everest.
Yep. And speaking of which here, another team we have been forgotten for quite some time here, Unicorn Gaming here. All the way in maps of Miramar, they did fantastically well. They had the man of the match as well, the key man player in that series here. But coming into the map of Erangle, will they be able to perform here? Because right now, Illuminate the Murder, it seems to me, they're kicking this off with 4 kills, and Armjohn getting tagged up pretty hard. Will they get the shot? Ayala?
Ooh, that is close. Armjohn is down, though, from afar. Not sure which player it was that initially started it. May have been McBoy from such a range, but the kills are going to go in favor of Goddard. And as well, Marco from Team Quasar takes out another player as well from the likes of, I believe it was Illuminate. Yes, indeed it was. So Mantoy trying to get away if he can. Soul, though, at the corner so they can spot them rotating. But McBoy can also see RRQ rotating as well.
Oh, I like this this setup here coming from BTR. They're making sure their vehicles don't get tagged up here. You saw how many teams have lost their vehicles here. And at the same time, Luxy, they knocked the guys from RRQ, immediately tried to set things up. And they're getting tagged from multiple teams here. RRQ, they're in the tough spot. They're out in open. How will they set this up? Because they don't exactly have vehicles to work with.
Yeah, they're surrounded right now by Mega, and they're surrounded by Bigatron as well.
Oh,
and they're in the midst. Woo! This is an easy spray right now from Zaxi through the smoke. Takes out 2 of them. And inside the vehicle, he has to get inside the zone, deny himself from taking so much damage from that spread pressure, as actually he's going to go inside the smoke and maybe try and finish off the job for those 2 remaining players for the damage and the extra kills. Rising there from Bigatron, going to be dying to the zone, and it seems like, ooh, D2E nearly died there from the bullets of Zaxi.
Yep, I like this play here coming from BTR. They went for a huge flag, and because of that, they paid off. Zaxi with that insane 4x scope M4 spray takes down 2 members from RRQ, and because of that, G9 is going to be the only one left alive. Now, speaking of which here, 13 teams, 37 alive, like I said as well, in the hospital vicinity, but on this mountain terrain where Unicorn is, they are going to be engaging the guys from EGC.
Let's see then as the circle has gone in once more. And 20 seconds left until we actually see which teams are going to struggle to rotate in. Entity towards the northern side, then we have Team Quasar towards the south, and lots of teams rotating in from the west here, Terrence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams have to get and find space inside that phase 5 circle.
Yep, at the same time, BTR are going to be playing the southern edge here, where you can see Zuxi kicking off as well, scouting out Rodfiat from Mega Conquer with those long-range sights here. But seems to me they're going to be aggressive once again here as BTR. They're looking for kills. Microboy, he wants this compound. They're going to be swarming onto Rodfiat. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, easily done for them. Mega, though, going to be versus Top Esports as Bigatron come into this as well. Rodfiat is down. Mega Online is down as well by Zaxi. And look at Everest. Solo at the bottom of it. Unique still at the top towards the southern side as well. We have EGC Gaming alive with 2 players that I believe, as Unicorn are just going to stealthily stay alive there. They can scout out some information using the third-party angle to their advantage.
Well, Unique, he's going to try and fight this here. They know Team Soul is the lower ground, but if they play their cards right here, Team Queso is going to be joining this party. But look at this. Oh boy, from the sides, they want to flank the guys from Team Soul.
They want to flank indeed. Look at the damage coming out there from the explosion of the vehicle and the shots as well from Old Boy. Trying to connect it onto the Viper. They can't quite get the final kill as Mortal goes down from Kitsune. Having this high advantage point has been so strong as they push forward. Look at this though from Rogue as he takes out yet another one. It's Clutch God coming over the top of the mountain. He may just wipe out Soul. The shot is so close to landing as well. He's down to 50% HP and Viper will be down as well. I'm not sure how many players are going to be alive yet for Soul as Yudu Gank are taken out. Clutch God is the last remaining player. Rogue dodges the grenade. He is still alive here, but it is down to the 1 versus 2. Old Boy is there, but they may be third-partied here by Mystic and Team Queso and the boys as they can shoot out and spot the players on top of Everest. And yeah, Clutch God into the open, down he goes. That's going to be Soul eliminated out in 12.
Yeah, Unique is going to be the one that actually takes them out. But like you said as well, Team Queso taking the advantage third-party this fight. They've got so many information to work with. Because of that, they got themselves a couple of kills. But at the same time, BTR going up against G9. G9 going to be hiding in the shack all by himself here. I'm not too sure how he's going to survive this here. But now the circle closing in. Where is he going to be pushing all these teams? Top Esports in the compound right now. But Alex, the circle. Oh, it's going to be Mount Everest.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be quite the spectacle in moments to come as ARW were taken out in 11th. We're now down to 10 teams as Ryan tries to make it 9 teams. Entity losing players left, right, and center. Neo, one of the only players surviving right now for Entity, has to try and revive 2 players. But look at this grenade hit. Terrence is going in. It may have gone too far. Okay. One of the players is down. Coco is down. Neo is still alive, though, so he can revive Jonathan. But I don't think he has time to. He may just leave him actually to his lonesome. The Molotov's going to come in. That might finish him off. But look at this. In the middle as he stands up for the Molotov, he is taken down.
Yep, at the same time, Entity, they have to back off because right now, 10 seconds left. Everyone needs to push into those Mount Everest. Unicorn Gaming, can they clear off Entity? It seems to me, Entity, they want to clear this off. They know Ryan is there. They're going to try and finish him off before they go for the push. But Illuminate the Murder, they're hearing gunshots after gunshots. They're setting up a roadblock for these guys as well. But Entity, can they finish him off? The smokes are coming in. They want to secure those vehicles, but Unicorn, they're going to be focusing on the guys from Top Esports as well.
They all have to get inside the zone, which just entered the blue phase, so they're going to be forced out of their positions, out of their compounds, and out to the open. Years is down from the side of Top Esports. Unicorn Gaming, you lose a player as well, as he is taken outright. And Illuminate, they've been chilling so far in this one, Terrence. They have a fairly good position here, quiet as they can stay alive for as long as possible.
Yep, they heard a lot of gunshots here, but Roche has been from the mountain terrain for quite some time. He's not coming down, but he's going to pressure the guys from Team Queso. But here comes the nade from Wiz. They, clips him a little bit there. But Roche, will he be able to finish him off because he's all by himself? But fortunately for him, there's a lot of bodies for him to work with outside the circle.
Oh, this is so awkward here for Rogue. As he's by the zone, he's taking damage from the grenades. Bigatron are losing players as well. McBoy goes down. Team Queso are trying to finish off the job versus the likes of Unique. Mystic is there, has the backup as well of his teammate, but he may not expect the push to come directly at this time. The AKM in the air. He doesn't care. Down he goes. Mystic with yet another kill as Unique are now out in 8th.
Yeah, he had no choice. He did not have enough mass to actually tag the zone here. So fortunately for Team Queso, they will be the victors. But at the same time, they're pretty much spread out in the next phase of the circle. But look at this. Stone smack middle of the ball. Same goes for G9, being very quiet for quite some time. But at the same time, BTR, scout the guys from Top Esports. Hope going to be hiding in the smokes all by himself now.
Let's see, then we're down to 7 teams, 15 players remain as it's Top Esports versus Bigatron, as you said. Luxy going to be downed. And in the side of this, we have RRQ 69 trying his hardest here to try and throw a spanner in the works versus these 2 teams. Team Queso as well, chilling on the outskirts. Then to the right, we've got Entity with 3 players still alive. We haven't really spoken about them too much as Gatak Does take down Eagle from Top Esports. Another player as well, Hope, is going to die. Top Esports going to be eliminated in 7th. We're now down to 6 teams.
Very close call there here because Queso, they're pinning all this guy on the outsides here, especially from the guys from BTR. Illuminate the Murder going to be joining the fight as well, but G9 gets counter from Zuxi, and he will finish off the guys from RRQ. 5 teams left, 12 alive. Queso seems to be in a very comfortable position here because everyone is going to be forced to push into that circle right now.
Speaking of that circle, inside it, it's going to be the likes of Illuminate, who have 2 players alive and 6 kills. Above them, Bigatron, 2 players alive and 9 kills. 3 players alive for Entity at 9 kills, and then 4 players alive for Team Queso at 6 kills. Woo, that was a nice shot there from Luxy, as he does get taken down by Jonathan, but it's going to be Zuxi here at the angle of the rock, trying to spot out a few more of the players from Entity.
They have to be quick here because right now the zone is going to close up in 3 seconds. Fortunately for BTR, they have the vehicles to work with, but at the same time, they have to make a move right now because Entity, they're going to be playing the prone game. Stone is going to take a shield peel, but Team Queso, they are spread out the forces here, and Illuminate might be the one to stop them in the tracks in completely taking out the entire circle for themselves from Team Queso.
Smoke inside the open. Gatak is slowly going to be bleeding out here. I don't think Jonathan can get there and try and save him. No, he can't. So Gatak is down. It's all down to Neo and Jonathan from the players from India. But grenades, Molotovs all come sailing in. Look at the positioning here, though, from Team Queso. It's near perfect.
Yeah, not to mention they have vehicles as barricades as well. You can see Axel is pretty much trying to scout ahead for information for the guys of Team Queso. But Zuxi, he's played it long enough. They've got 10 kills, but he will get finished off from Jonathan. Oh, no.
That was very strange there from Bigatron as they go out in 5th. 4 teams now remain, and there's still 4 players, remember, from Team Queso who have this edge line, this ridge line towards the northern side of the circle as they now take out Mega as well. Stoned is gone. It's now only 3 teams remaining. 2 from Entity, 2 from Illuminate versus the 4 strong of Queso.
This is going to be Team Queso's game to take it. They have the high ground, they have the utilities, they have the manpower, but will they be able to become victors here? Because as of now, Entity, they may point their guns in the guys from Illuminate the Murder, but fortunately for them, they have the Gillies, so they can play this carefully. Bad Toy gets scouted out from Mystic.
Queso, they know they have the advantage. They can't try and get too audacious, though, otherwise they're going to lose it quickly. But maybe instead, though, Mad Toy is going to lose his life as it's all down to Goddard from the likes of Illuminate, who won the last one. They had the chicken dinner, but here they are again in the top 3, trying the hardest to stay alive. But the shots, though, coming out from Jonathan will finish the job. Now we're down to 2. 2 players from Entity, 4 from Queso, and now they may just try and apply the pressure and get this job done quickly.
Yeah, nicely done here. They heard the gunshots coming from Entity. They know exactly where they are. You can see Mystic, they're going to try and set things up as well. Axel going to be going for a couple of suppressed shots here with those DP. But Entity, can they prune their way through here? Team Crystal is spreading the circle, and they know the circle is favoring them. Entity, they have to push them off, and oh, Mystic almost got clipped off though. Jonathan, what a beast.
Nearly clipped indeed, but nearly is not quite though, Terrence, as now he is going to use the first aid kit, going to heal himself back up, and they can come back fighting again. We said it time and time again, Jonathan and Neo trying their hard here as Jonathan just slithering towards the precipice of the circle. I'm not sure if the player Yala expects it, no he doesn't. That's 1 player down, going to finish off the job as well, gets the kill points. 3 versus 2, but now they know exactly where the location of Jonathan is. Neo goes down, Jonathan's in the open, he's going for the spray. This should be the end of it here, and it is. Team Queso take it.
Nicely done, and at the same time, Queso played that superbly well, taking the zone, taking control.
I gave you my heart.